All right, boys.
Doing it.
We're doing it. The car's here. We had to get it aligned before we can go. So, more pictures coming soon of this. But we're here, we're ready, and it's going to be an adventure. All right, we're back at the shop, and we've got the car up here on the lift, and getting ready to do some stuff. So before we can head out to Michigan, we've got to drain the oil. We've got to put our oil cooler, a new oil cooler, in it. We're going to drain the coolant. We're going to put water in it and some Motul. I am replacing the gauges, and I know in one of the videos I did before, we had like these autometer gauges, but they never really worked right. They didn't have warning lights, or you couldn't really do anything with them, and oil pressure never, I mean the limit was like 100 psi, and this thing gets to 100 psi pretty often. So we went up to 150 psi gauge so we can actually see, but man, I'm really loving the new color. This gray, dark gray, is super cool. And when you get down all up in here, you can see the detail in the wrap. Shout out to Rapture for helping us out. The green looks like super lime green in the picture, but it's actually like the actual hybrid green color. So it's like the right Pantone and everything. But Fortune Auto coilovers installed. We put the Carbotech pads, put the Brembos back on them, the new rotors. So this thing is ready to rock. EVS roll bar in here. Got our, let's see if I can get it in there, our Element 50 fire extinguisher with the circuit, the Checkered Sports little mount brackets for it. But yeah, I love it. I love this color. This thing is bitching. I hope it runs awesome this whole weekend. But we've got a lot of work to do, and we still have a long drive, so we got to get to it. All right, well, it's like 10:30 at night, and we still haven't left. So it's going to be a super long night. But the car is ready. Oil cooler's done. The gauges are in. We did everything we needed to do. Alignment's done. All the fluid is flushed. We are almost there. How far is the drive?
Which one?
Which part?
Tonight?
Tonight? Yeah, I don't know. About to get in this cold truck though.
5 or 15.
Well, it might be.
Might be 5.
You think it'll be 5 tonight? I don't know, man.
So it's Friday morning, 7 o'clock. I didn't film anything yesterday because we basically drove all day and nothing exciting happened. It was a long day. So we're going on probably 10 hours of sleep out of the last 3 days. But today we get to set the car up and we'll get on track. We're here with Eric, Tom, and DJ. So we'll see how everybody goes today, but should be fun, and hopefully the weather is nice, but so far it looks good.
Dude, I'd say the colors are pretty close.
They're pretty close.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
For some reason, like when you look at your car by itself, it looks darker. Like when you compare it, they kind of equal out.
Intermediate
Yeah.
on track, halfway through their session. So
Yeah,
be
but look at those cars.
let's start rolling the lead right here before you start.
Mark the deck so I know how far in.
What's up, Eric?
Another busy few weeks as always.
Yeah.
Glad to be here. Glad your car's here.
Man,
You've had a heck of a few weeks as well.
it's been a time, yeah.
Cars look freaking great, I think. Finally got the wrap done. This is supposed to happen before COTA, but some issues and wrap shop.
Well, it looks amazing.
Yeah. You guys did a good job on it. I really like it. I like the red accents, and then you got the green accents. So I still got a little bit of my flavor in it.
Oh, yeah.
So it looks good.
I think red was the move.
Yeah.
It'd
It'd be cool if you guys made like a special edition like packaging with like red stripes maybe, I don't know.
can't let all the secrets out.
Oh shit.
Can't let all the secrets out.
Well, alright, it was my idea, so if it happens, everybody know. A lot of changes to the car, I guess. We did a whole Integra Type R ABS brake system. So I had to redo all the lines. We got the ABS modulator inside the car. Haven't tested it, so I don't even know if it works. It kind of works. I tested it on the street, but it's kind of hard to like really test it. Other than that, we also got a new Fortune Auto 520s. It's like their new prototype set of dampers, so we're gonna test that this weekend.
Man, and you got the Fortune Auto stickers in red.
Yeah, dude, they look good.
Man.
Everything in red. Yeah, so a decent amount of changes to the car mid-season, I'd say. So just gotta test it out. Today we got 2 sessions. Try to dial in those shocks. I think they're gonna be really good. But if I have like issues with like lack of time to like get them dialed in, I still got the Conies with me, so we might throw those on. But I think the Fortune Autos will be pretty great. So excited for that. Yeah, other than that, just comb through the car, try to fix any issues because I'm done with reliability problems. But yeah, I don't know. This is a good track for this car.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to get good results. Past 3 events have been kind of not great. So
what happened out here last year? Who was the fastest car out here last year?
me.
Okay.
But well,
Right.
I don't know.
Well, how many of these guys
I
weren't
haven't.
here?
There's a lot of fast guys. So I think there's gonna be a lot of quick cars out here. Last year was the first time I had the K24 swap at this event. The car was really quick. I had one little issue that kind of prevented me from getting good results. I had like a DNF and then started from the back. Then I came back here in the fall and the car was super fast. It actually ran the fastest last time of the weekend. It's, I think, the current track record. But there was a lot of rain and like a lot of like difficult tire choices. I made the wrong tire choice in each one of them, so I didn't end up with good results either. But hoping that this weekend we're gonna have a good event, really show the true pace of the car, because the car is quick here. There's some high-speed sections in the back, like turn 6, 7, 8, 9, where like this car just dominates. So yeah,
It's gonna be a fun weekend.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm
And I
glad you
say
guys.
that. I feel like all the videos like start out, hey, it's gonna be such a fun, great weekend.
Yeah, it's usually
and then
not.
like we just film misery for a little while. But it,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, NCM, at least the issues weren't that bad.
Right,
Like there were small
right,
little
right.
issues that I just should have been smarter and done it before. So now I have all that figured out. So I'm hoping no major issues this
Yeah.
weekend. That's always the goal. But
well, we'll see how it plays out.
yeah, hopefully your car.
I'm not so confident with this car just because we've done so many like changes.
Well, you guys didn't even start. It's already half far.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a bummer.
And you know, I mean, unfortunately, like a turbo and you know, oil pressure and oil, you know, that's pretty critical stuff. So if we can keep that under control, you know.
Yeah, it's always tough,
We'll
man.
just-
Like rushing to get a car done for an event, and even if you do a good job, it's always in the back of your head that you probably missed something, something's loose, or
Yeah.
didn't tighten something. It's a lot of stress involved in this sport. Like I've been working on this car for
Well,
the past
pretty
4 weeks
stressed.
straight.
You always seem pretty chill though.
I mean, I'm finally here,
Yeah.
so that's the biggest hurdle.
Yeah.
Is the car's finally here, so now, you know, there's everything else is kind of out of my control, you know? If something goes wrong, maybe we can fix it. If not, then shit happens.
Well,
but
it seems like this is a good enough place to fix stuff. There's enough people here that you could probably get something done.
And we figured out. I mean, we tore the whole transmission out of Coda, and we got Cody back this weekend. So if we need to do that,
and our new engineer Connor, he's out getting his hands dirty already.
hell yeah, it's a good way to put your engineers through it. Go to the track and have them learn firsthand.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's get these things set up and see what happens.
Yeah.
Going on?
Do I even need to explain it anymore?
Well, I mean, so we saw in the video that you were locking up.
More problems.
You were locking up, right?
Yeah, first session out, we had practice before this, and the car was acting really weird, and I just put the Fortune prototype 520s on there, and I was like, man, what is going on? Like, this car, like, something is not right. And I slowly realized I was having a flat in the right rear, and we confirmed it when we came in. So then after that, went out, and it was kind of slowly easing into the brake system, testing out the new ABS, and it's hard to tell if it was working or not. Saw it lock up a couple of times, thought maybe, you know, maybe that's what happens, maybe it's like locking up and unlocking. So anyway, kind of just went at it in qualifying, and I definitely confirmed the rears were locking up pretty bad. Basically in every major brake zone, all I would see is smoke in the rear view. So I did one somewhat decent lap. I don't even know what I placed, probably not well. But I just didn't want to push it anymore because I knew the rears were locking up, and it only takes a few lockups like that to flat spot and kill a tire. So I just went in and scrubbed a pair of stickers, and now we're gonna mess with it. I think the first step is to put smaller rear brakes back on the car. The whole reason for the ABS was to put bigger brakes in the back. So we have Legend calipers back there with the big EP3 rotor. And the goal was to use that rear brake and have the ABS kind of control the lockup, but without the ABS working, it's locking up immediately. So step one is put the smaller OEM SI brakes back on, just to kind of prevent that issue from happening. And then we're also gonna try to diagnose what's going on with the ABS, if we can even figure that out. The problem with the ABS is it's hard to tell what's going wrong with it, right? So yeah, the good news is without the ABS, like, the car still brakes pretty well. I just got to get the smaller rear brakes on it so it's not locking up tire. and I think we'll be all right. And then we're gonna have to slowly start dialing in the Fortune Auto coilovers. We made some tweaks after practice. I think it helped, but once again, just limited running out there right now in quali. We got another quali session tomorrow morning. The car's running pretty hot, so we're gonna try to see what we can do with that. It's a pretty hot day, so there might not be much, but I know if I run in traffic for a little bit, it's probably gonna be an issue, so we'll see. We'll see. More things to fix. The good news is the axles are staying in. Axles are good. Engine seems okay. I mean, it's running hot, but it seems to be making decent power. Yeah, just gotta figure out the brakes. That's about it right now. What's up?
Oh, hey! Didn't see you there.
Natural intro to this morning. I don't know, yeah, good morning, exactly.
Yeah, so it's Saturday morning. Yesterday, what, we spoke.
Yeah,
we talked after qualifying.
Had some issues, car was overheating. The good, well, not really good news, but it seems like everybody's running like really hot today. I don't know, this track is weird because I don't think there's long enough straightaways and there's a lot of shifting to where you're probably not getting enough airflow into the car to really cool it down. But anyway, we tried a different radiator. We're gonna see if that helps at all. And then we also changed the rear brake setup because we had a lot of lockups yesterday into the brake zones. So those two should hopefully fix the issues I had yesterday. So this morning I can just focus on driving. We're gonna have to really play with the shocks today. Cody's gonna probably do some shock changes. So we're qualifying in about 20 minutes, and I think it's gonna be a lot of like single lap flyers, coming in the pits, maybe change something, do another flyer, try to get some good laps in, and really see if we could dial in this car before race one. But yeah, I'm pretty confident. It felt pretty good. I only got like one good lap in yesterday, and then I was dealing with those issues, but that one lap felt pretty good. So, cool. So far pretty happy with it, but you just gotta get a little bit more seat time with this new setup and really dial it in today.
Monnaie.
track everywhere. It was really bad. So good news, I guess. Fixed cooling issues. The brakes were too good yesterday, as in the rear's locked up, and now they're not good. I don't know, I think there's some air in the ABS lines or something, because it's a really soft pedal, so I gotta pump it quite a bit going into the brake zones, but just gotta bleed the brakes a little bit more, try to get that air out of there so the brakes would be fixed. So now we're kind of dialing in setup. The car is really good, like on the first lap, and then after that, like the front kind of falls off a little bit, so we're gonna do some changes to the front here. We're gonna lower the front spring rates. Then we're gonna raise camber, or raise the ride height a little bit all around, just to take some camber out of it mainly. It's hard to put power down, and I'm running a little bit more camber than usual. So I'm thinking a little bit less camber might help with the brakes, might help with some power down, so we'll see how that works. And then yeah, we're just gonna try some new things here. I think I improved a little bit, like P8 or something. I don't know. It's gonna be a rough race, that's for sure, but yeah, it kind of sucks to have the track record here and have a fast car, and then a year later it seems like we're going backwards, but I don't know, I'll figure it out.
What's developing over here?
Eric's developing into a fine young man.
Thanks, Ma!
That's the nicest thing you said.
Up 3 spots.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Car's doing okay actually. Like it handled really well. It's just the car is pathetically slow in a straight line. So what I think is happening is the car dynoed. At NCM, I dynoed the car at 182, and over here on the dyno it was 175. So we lost 7 horsepower there alone. And then I think when it's on the track, it just gets so much hotter that I think it's just even more horsepower is getting taken away out of it. So like, I was behind that 9 Lives Racing S2000.
Yeah.
Dude, out of turn 10, that tight right-hander, he would gap me like 6 car lengths.
Yeah, we could see it.
DJ's complaining his car is slow. His top speed is 112. My top speed's 107. So I'm 5 miles per hour slower than DJ, and he's saying he's getting outdriven in a straight line. I can't do anything the whole track. Passing someone's impossible. I'm happy I got by some people, but I mean, I was stuck behind that S2000 the whole race. Like, he was sliding all over the place, missing apexes. I would reel him in, and then by the long straightaway in the back straight, he would just peace out. And yeah, I mean, car's good. The ABS, I don't know if it's working or not, but the brakes at least have pressure, so that's good. Setup, the car is pretty decent. I might try a little bit more things just to get the front end to bite. That's the biggest problem right now, is that the slow speed stuff, it just takes forever for the front end to bite and cut in. So My min speeds are pretty terrible, which also isn't helping my straight line speed at the end of the straight. So overall, happy the car's at least running. We finished the race. I think we finished 9th, right?
Yep.
There's some guys who pass on the yellow, so we might get a few more positions. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna cut a hole in the bumper for where the intake sits in the wheel well, try to get some fresh air into it, because I was keeping an eye on it. It was about like 130, 140 intake air temperature, and that's on the intake tool. So imagine how hot that intake manifold's getting. It's probably just heat soaking and just cutting all the power.
Yeah,
so
that's really hot.
yeah, I think that's gonna be the next step. Maybe tonight I'll throw it back on the dyno and see what's going on with it. If it's even less, then we got some issues, but. Long story short, we finished 4th, so it's pretty good. Definitely way down on power still. It helped a little bit. We cut the holes in the air dam to kind of get some air into the intake, so that helped a little bit, but we're still a few miles per hour down. Every time I came out of 10, I waved to the guys in front of me because they gapped me by like 3 or 4 cars. And then I reeled them back in by turn 10, and then you can't really do anything after that. You get gapped again, but...
I know. Dude, I was just getting seasoned.
Car is handling real good. Setup is on point. We got the shocks dialed in, I think. It's just, if we had a little bit more power, this thing would be out front for sure, but maybe we'll hit the dyno later tonight